Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about that for a view, eh? Beautiful sunny day here. Hello and welcome. My name is Andy. I am your young farmer, and today, well, we're bringing you a long overdue update, really, folks. We are back, and we've had to move, unfortunately, again. The last time you saw us, we were up in Scotland. I thought that was going to be our home. I thought we were getting ourselves all set up nicely, and we were going to be in a position to carve out a future there. However, unfortunately, things went very wrong. We were promised that we were going to be in the position to hold down long-term tenancy on a piece of land with some buildings, and we were also told that we were going to be able to get ourselves sustained, really, and get some good contracts coming through. None of which happened, so we lost out with some great potential there. We lost a bit of money because we had contracts, we had equipment, and we were in a position where we couldn't sustain them. But we've come slightly closer to home. And we've now actually bought a piece of land, so it's mine, and it's a nice little building there. We've got our equipment, some of our equipment's coming back down. We've changed up some of it. There's a few, we've kind of downsized significantly a bit as well. So we're going to run through all of that, what that looks like, but the trusty truck is still here. I decided to go out and pick up some chemical this morning, so we're going to go and take that back up to our yard now, where once we're there, we'll show you and kind of give you a run through, really. So let's get ourselves back up to the yard, I think. Well, interestingly, we've just had a phone call about 20 minutes ago. We've just been at the bank sorting out some insurance work, really. Making sure that... nothing's coming that way. Making sure that we're all good and proper and everything's taken care of, which it seems to be. But yeah, we've had a call to make sure that the last of our equipment is coming down on 2 trucks now, so that's great. We need to get back up to the yard and get that all unloaded as quickly as possible, where we can kind of show you and run through what we've changed. We didn't bring it all back down to the yard. We brought a fair amount, but not all of it, and changed a few things out, downgraded and downsized a few things. Just kind of made things a little bit better. Unfortunately, we did have to leave Glenn in Scotland there. He was my tractor driver. And he took up some work elsewhere up there, so we did have to say goodbye to him, unfortunately, which is a shame because he was a good worker. But yeah, hopefully we'll find some more work down here. Get ourselves another... oh, there's a police officer. Get ourselves another driver as and when we need. But to that point, what we're going to do is get ourselves up to the yard. There's a small yard that we've managed to buy on top of the hill. It's going to be a bit windy up there, but it's a great little starting location for us, and it gives us a little bit of option to expand. The yard itself, the buildings aren't ideal for what I would want. They're not weatherproof by any stretch, so there'll have to be some tinkering and some work done up there throughout the course of the next few years, I would say, just to get ourselves happy with where we need to be. We're going to cut through this private track here, which I'm still new to the area. I think I'm allowed to do this. There's a farmer in there, get himself up and away. There's quite a few farms in the area that we're looking to try and get some work for. There's a few dairy farms. I noticed, I think this one's a pig farm here, actually. So hopefully we'll get some work there. We are going to be doing the rounds and introducing ourselves as time goes by. But yeah, for right now, we just need to kind of take these back lanes. There's a huge big lighthouse on the top of the hill here. We're kind of next to the lighthouse, really. So that should be quite good. All we need to do is just take ourselves around here. Now, we are perched on top of the hill there. I'm worried that we might have to put some work into the track, because I'm worried that over the coming months it might get a little bit messy, really. It might get it's not a very good hard surface, so we might have to put some work into that just to make it accessible during the bad months. But hey, watch our space for this one. There are a few really nice little areas, so ooh, slow down, there you go. Past the garage and the little church here. Some of the views from around here are incredible as well. Oh, and I see some flashing lights, which would indicate that truck number 1, just one here, looks like it. Excellent, well, that's a good start at least. Oh no, and there is truck number 2 just coming on up as well. Oh lord. Okay then, so somehow we need to get ourselves up here. They have royally blocked off the road. Excellent stuff. Well, let's have a look, see what we've got here, and then that is where we need to be, folks. That is where we're going. That is my farmyard. So we will get ourselves up there and have a look, see. But let me just go and see what in the world's going on here. So these monster trucks have come all the way down from this eastern coast of Scotland, and this is what's this going to be 2, 3. I think this is load 5, all in all. So it's cost me a lot of money to get them down here, but we brought most of our equipment down. And yeah, what we need to do is get ourselves all sorted out. You'll notice, first off though, that this is a smaller class, and I'm going to get into why that is very shortly. But let's just see how we can get this all done. Please, this is a bit of a quiet road. I'm going to pull my truck off the road here without causing too much mess, hopefully. Man, look at the views over the coastline. It's just beautiful around here. It really, really is. We'll just pull this off the road here. Wonderful stuff. We'll get out of you. Look at my beacons on. No, let's put those on as well. Just on the off chance that someone does arrive. So, lots of equipment here to have a look into. That second truck as well is all parked up there. The Merlo has come down with us. Now you may remember we hired that. That is brand new. Well, it's not brand new, but it's new to us. We converted the hire into a permanent purchase, so that's great. Spray is the same. And yeah, what's on this one? This is that big muck spreader still. So we had 2, we're down to 1 now. 1 only, which is more than enough really. Hoping that we can get some good work with that one. But oh, I can get around the backside. I didn't think I could. Let's go and do that then, and then we'll get this all sorted out. We'll get that truck up there. We'll let those guys kind of figure out what they need to do, and then yeah, we will start to get this unloaded. But first, I just want to get some space really. So let's go up here. Excuse me. Coming through. Okay. Alright, so that truck's just pulled up there. What we're going to do is just sneak up the hill here. We'll have a quick look as they start to get everything ready to be unloaded. Get this pulled out of the way, and then we can actually, well, welcome you to the yard, really. This is my new farmyard, really. This is formerly known as Foxbury Farm. Not the biggest yard in the world there. At some point there, it would have been a small cattle operation, I think. This can probably stay here for now. But like I say, it's not too big, but for what we need right now, it's going to be pretty good for us. This is my house. We bought it with the house. So the house needs a lot of work inside to it, but hey, I can live in it to start with. That's fine. And then yeah, some old buildings here, which I'm not really sure what to do with at the moment because they're not too big. These old kind of stone buildings don't give me a lot of options here in terms of them being great to store hay in and have animals in at one point. Don't really work very well for storing machinery at the moment. There's a scarecrow there that always catches me off guard. These must look like the kind of old pig houses with doors like that, I'd say. But yeah, so these are the old buildings that we're not sure with. Plenty of space in the yard here though. Coming around the corner, you'll start to see some equipment that is a little familiar. And then yeah, we've got a few storage spaces here. We've got an old Dutch barn there as well with some newer equipment in. That is going to be great, but we'll have to get into that one very shortly there. And some of our trusty bro and trailers to boot as well. But we're going to have a look into all this and talk about all this equipment as soon as we get the rest of it unloaded, because I don't want to keep those guys down there for too much longer. Now we'll start by bringing the telehandler up, and I wonder if we can get the Merlo can drag up the old muck spreader as well. But just look at this view to wake up to. Just beautiful. Really, really stunning. Oh, it looks like it's starting to get that unloaded as well there. Wonderful. So we'll go, that's all started at least. We'll get into the Merlo. We'll see what that looks like to get unloaded, and then the class is going to have to come off as well, but I fear he might have to split his low loader to do that one. So this is going to be interesting. So let's see how we get on. It's working. Oh, easy now. Easy. So like I said, we did 2 of these. We're down to 1 now. I'm going to stick the Merlo into the trees. Let's keep this going. Couldn't really afford to keep 2 going. We had to generate quite a bit of revenue just to allow us to keep functioning actually as a farm, so, and as a business, and allow us to transfer everything down. So we've been able to do that, which is great. And but yeah, we'll have to see we'll see what the business holds in terms of the future operations as to what that looks like from an expansion standpoint. But the main thing I need to focus into here is get the contracting business up and running again. We don't have any of our own land, so it's all going to be contract based there, which is certainly something that we can do and I'm willing to do. It's going to be a bit of a push, really. So yeah, I'll get the rest of this all unloaded. We'll bring it up to the yard, and then we'll get a bit of a machinery rundown. And we've actually got a job to go and have a look at with a new bit of equipment to us. So which we just picked up yesterday locally. So we're going to go and get started with that and see how it all looks. Okay then, so this is the last of the equipment off the lorry. So we're going to jump out of here. This is a new class Arian for us. This is a 660. Now, you may remember when we were up in Scotland there, we had an 830, which is over there in the shed, and we had an 870. Now, we got rid of the 870. It was a little bit too big for what we were needing, and I chose to trade it in and downgrade to this. So it was a move that I felt fitted my needs better, particularly when I realized that we were going to be downsizing anyway. I wanted 2 tractors still. Obviously we had 3 up in the north, but we'll get around to that. So we're down to 2 here. So we're looking at the Class Arian 660 and the Class Arian 830 as well. Had to check to make sure that it get good class support, and fortunately there's a dealership just down the hill there. You can't quite see it from here, but it is, yeah, it's just kind of right down behind those trees. So we kept those. We kept the Merlot because we need a loader. We did get rid of the combine, with the Fendt combine we had. That was on a hire purchase agreement, so we terminated that. We also sold the hedge cutter and the old case. If you remember, we had a big old case, 1455. Now we got rid of that one because we only bought that because we had what we thought was going to be a guaranteed contract book for hedge cutting, and that failed. Actually, that didn't materialize as offered, so we sold out of that. We sold the equipment and cancelled that. We gained a little bit of money there, so that wasn't too bad. We kept our Lely baler. We've had one of those for a while. That's the same one. It's looking in great condition because I did get it all serviced over and polished up before we came down here, which is wonderful. We sold our old Massey bale to go for, and we traded up last season, actually end of last season, to go for the this HD baler. This is a beautiful baler. You may recall we actually had one on trial, so we sold that one out. Likewise, we also traded up on the drill. We sold the Vardestad drill we had, which was 6 meter. This is a Horsch. It's still 6 meters, but we just found this to work a little bit better for our operation. It's a beautiful drill there. We do have a packer roller we can put on the front should we need to, but I haven't found the need for that yet. We also have a slightly updated combination drill as well, should we need it. I'm not sure how much work we'll get with that at the moment, but we'll hopefully try to expand that operation. Mowers wise, I sold the rear mounted mowers that we had and the front mower. We went for just one 3 meter wide Tarp rear mower now. Lovely mower, second hand, looks the part, it works very well for us as well. We got rid of all of our rakes and our tethers up there, so we will be on the lookout for more of those where possible. Try and find a good auction or something that we can go to capitalize there. The sprayer is the same. Our fertilizer spinner is the same as well. That's hidden around the corner here. We've still got our 2 front weights as well. They're really sound little bits of equipment. We've got our bale wrapper, the same old McHale bale wrapper, and there's the fertilizer spinner tucked in there as well. So they haven't changed. We did have 2 Broen grain trailers, a double and a triple axle. We got rid of the double, we kept just the triple axle. Figured that if we're going to have one of us that's driving a tractor trailer, we might as well keep the bigger trailer so we can be a little bit more efficient when we do any contract work like that. And of course we've now only got the Broen flatbed trailer as well. I got a great offer for the Chieftain low loader, so we sold it on site really, which was... I was a humming and hawing, but the price was too good to turn down. And of course, got the Roland muck spreader as well there. So this is the yard, as I mentioned. Oh, we have our cultivation equipment here. I'd love to get this undercover somewhere. It's probably going to squeeze into there at some point. But as you can see, space is a bit of a premium. So we have a new plough. We upgraded to a 6-furrow Lemken plough from the 5-furrow Cavernan that we had in Scotland. We have subsoiler there, and our front packers are all the same. But yeah, this is it. Now, the silage pit is a blooming solid beast of a concrete setup. It's quite a good little trailer park. But what I would love to do at some point, and I'm going to walk up this hill a bit here. Well, blimey, it is windy up here, let me tell you. There's some lovely turbines cracking along over in the foreground there. I would love to try and get another shed built here somewhere. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like or how that's going to even work, but I just want some more undercover storage, really. It might be that we have to dig out into the hillside here a little bit to fit it in. But yeah, I'd love to bring it out to here a little bit, just so we can get everything undercover. I have no combine anymore, like I mentioned, but I'd like to get a combine somewhere, and I'd love to get that kept undercover. But yeah, we just don't quite have enough space at the moment, particularly if we want to kind of expand our practice again and get up to where we once were and where we should be. But what we're going to do for today, we have one job that we're going to look into, a very small job that I'm going to kind of see as a trial more than anything else. And we're going to use our brand new Vadstad Carrier 500. This is new to us as of yesterday. As you can see, it hasn't even had a single speck of work, but it is 5 meters wide. Could have got a bigger one, couldn't really afford it, didn't really want to go any bigger, so it would usually, I would say, stick it onto the Ariane 660, but because we haven't quite got that off the sprayers yet, we're going to leave the sprayers on there. We're going to stick it onto the Action. So yeah, we're going to go and get out there and get some work done, I think. So let's get this all hooked up. Do love these classes. Since we last spoke there, really haven't had a single fault with the class range. Beautiful tractors for my usage, at least. They're perfect. Couldn't ask for more. GPS fitted on both of them now is standard there. The Ariane, the 660 Ariane, a little bit smaller, but God, it's got some power to it. It's a really good little tractor there. But we'll get this one all fitted up. So we went for this. Now, part of me regrets not getting the 6 meter, because it is going to be used primarily ahead of the horse drill here, which is 6 meters wide. So maybe we should have gone for the slightly larger option there, but we'll make do anyway. So we're going to set off. It's not a very big field there. I think it's only about 8 acres. I just need to work it over so we can then come in and get around there. This is going to take some maneuvering if we get any bigger equipment, that's for sure. And then yeah, hopefully we'll get to, if the new customer's happy with it, I want to do one of two things. Either A, hopefully make like a long-term business arrangement here, or B, at least get to drill this field as well. Like I said, there are a few dairy farmers in the region here. There's a pig farmer just up the road. This is who we're actually going to go drill for. There's some really fascinating businesses around here as well. There's an airport, like a little airfield over the road, of which you can actually just see one of the planes just over the way there. But ooh, Lord, this is something that we're going to have to be a little bit cautious of. Can't come through here with anything much wider than this, that's for sure. Nice little garage there. Ooh, easy does it. Perfect. So what's been going on with everyone? It's been great to finally be able to get back with SFTN and get some content uploaded for him. But he's been telling me that it's been much requested that we come back, so that's been great. Very much appreciate that. But I'd love to know what what's going on. What have I missed? If you have any questions about what you've missed from the young farmer aspect, do let me know. I'd be more than happy to fill you in there along the way. There has been some changes there which were just unforeseen, and it was a bit of a shock to the system actually, and it's a learning curve from starting up a young business enterprise, but hey, I think we're about there now. We're looking a lot better than we were, so that's one thing for sure. But yeah, it's quite a change up. That's something that I never really anticipated. Yeah, we are going to just jump over here, get this field all done and dusted, and then we'll be able to kind of do a little bit of exploring, really, touch bases. That I had a missed call about a transport job the other day, which I'm going to have to get back in touch with. See if we can get that one all sorted out. I think, let me check the map, I think I want to go up to the right here. Yeah, so I want to go this way and then straight down here. This is all new to me, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to get adjusted, get used to the area, but we'll get there, I'm sure. And off we go. So it's that field there, that looks like rape stubble there, looks like where I want to be. Okay. Just about here. Like I said, not very big, it's a long old field, but not the biggest. and we will get ourselves in. Bam! Love that action. Looks such a good looking tractor. Alright then, yeah, so we'll get ourselves away into here and see what trouble we can get ourselves into. So the idea being that we're just going to work this over the top few inches at least, knock in some of that organic, some of the stalks there, some of the organic matter, and then we'll be able to get ourselves up and running properly. To do that, I'm going to need to unload and fold this out. Let's just do a bit of that. Perfect. Like I said, I could have even gone up to 8-9 meters wide. I couldn't afford to do that, so we did just go with the 5 meter wide set. Far too small really for this tractor. Usually they would go into the Arion, but that wasn't available to me right now anyway, so what can you do? Awesome. We need to get my GPS set up as well. Let's see. Perfect. We get our AB line put into here, and then we'll be away using our Trimble, which we already have set up here, which is great. There we go. Alright, excellent stuff. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to get this all knocked down nice and quickly, and see how it looks, and then, yeah, like I say, lots of other different bits and pieces to do to get everything established and set up today, but we are almost starting again. It feels like at times, which is a bit disheartening, but we're going to persevere through that and see how it looks. So for right now, we're just going to continue, and hopefully that we'll come back to you through the week as we hopefully get more contracts and introduce ourselves around the area, and we'll see how that goes. But it's great to be back with you all. I hope you do enjoy this. I'm going to bring you along for the ride as always, and we'll see how we get on. And if you do have any questions, comments, or feedback, let me know down below, and we'll see how we get on together, I think. Until next time, though, I've been Andy, your young farmer. I do hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.